Now see, when Lee is having trouble with General Longstreet on the second day, General Meade, the North commander, is having his own troubles. There's a general named Dan Sickles. Sickles is a New York City political. See, something happened to Sickles in the last battle. Was covering his thoughts in Gettysburg. Chancellorsville, 2 months earlier, he was on this high ground, Hazel Grove. The line was shaped like a V, pointing toward the enemy. They said, you need to pull your line back and straighten it out, and so he did. But as soon as they pulled off the high ground, the South Buchanans crushed them, and the North lost the battle of Chancellorsville. So 2 months later, we'll see Sickles in some low ground over here near the Round Top area. I'll show you that here in just a minute. But he didn't like it down here. It was low, swampy ground. So looking out here in front of us, the high ground on the Gettysburg Road, out by the peach orchard area coming up. So Sickles sent out a patrol into these woods on your left and found the South hiding in the woods. He sent out the famous Berdan sharpshooters, men wearing green uniforms, all expert marksmen, and bristled the fight with the South, ran back to warn Sickles about it, and caused him to move out here to the high ground. He wants to get the high ground this time, not let the enemy have it, being like he did 2 months earlier. When Sickles moved out, even though he's got 10,000 men, his men just have the diamond shapes of the line up ahead. He did not have enough to stretch them here back to a little round time. So what we got, this thing is starting to unfold on day 2, are 10,000 northern men way out of position, 21,000 Confederates to your left, preparing to attack. And the key to the battle for the little round top unguarded, the North didn't even know it. So not good for the North. So luckily, Meade did not trust General Sickles. He came out here to the peach orchard area on your right and talked to Sickles in person. He said, General Sickles, you seem to be pretty far in advance of the main line. Sickles said, yeah, I want to get the high ground in front of me. Meade points out to the mountain line and said, there's high ground all the way over there. In other words, you're not where I told you to be. So Sickles said, do you want me to pull back? Right to the south attack. Meade said, too late to pull back. You have to fight it out, not go for help. So look how we're on the Wheatfield Road right now. Look how Sickles has cannons set up, you see, and then more cannons and more cannons and more cannons. But there are no infantry supports here. Your cannons. That's dangerous. So see, cannons are great against lots of them, not very good against one man. So one good Southern sniper out on the right can pick off your 10-man crew. You heading with that cannon. So this Massachusetts battery on the left got the worst of it. They're falling back towards this barn. Look over here at this barn. There's a cannonball hole right through the red brickwork. See that? There's a couple famous photographs taken after the battle of this Bigelow's battery from Massachusetts trying to pull back from here to that barn. They lost 80 out of 88 horses trying to do that. The South shooting down the horses, trying to capture the cannon. Got their overrun by the South, recaptured, and a counterattack coming all the way across from Holmes Hill. But see, Sickles never got court-martialed because over down that barn, he lost his leg. So instead of getting court-martialed, he got the Medal of Honor. And he come back to all the reunions for 50 years, telling them what a great job he done, what a lousy General Meade was. Now here's the worst place of all at Gettysburg, the Wheatfield. There's one field here on the right, changed hands on day 2, 6 different times. They said, but if all of you could walk across them, permanent bond. So the man we don't know much about, his name was Elliott. He created this map called the Elliott map. He's making slash marks on the map where the grays were. That's all you see are hundreds of slash marks. The only kind of very weapons we found. So they dug up the northern there within a year, we buried them. The southern they were left out there, all over the mountain, with 9 shallow graves. 9 southern women working at people dead, take it back south. So thanks to the Elliott map, he said, when we find one grave, we take it to find 200 all the road. They bury the erosion. That's how they're able to get a lot of this. Oh, we got some production in here. We have a little problem here in the Valley of Death. These beavers have moved in, and they dammed up this little stream that meanders through the Valley of Death here. It's called Plum Run. Now it's called Bloody Run. Now it's getting to be bloody lake. See, the park's not allowed to destroy beaver dams right near the quantity. What to do about this mess? You see right on your left, in the middle of that, there's the beaver's home. So at one point, you see this tree stump growing here on the left. That got so thick, you could be right here, you cannot see Little Round Top. Thanks to the beavers, they're chewing it up. I guess why the park's not so anxious to get rid of them just yet. But one time they're really concerned about this monument down here at the end of the Valley of Death to our left. It's almost surrounded by water. So the park had the bright idea to put a pipe to the beaver dam, let the water drain down. Well, they just made another dam. I think recently they put another pipe in here, it looks like. So I'm going to run around a big pipe early yesterday. Now see on your right here is where Sickle Vine ends at Devil's Den. I see at Sickle's View, I cannot leave Little Round Top on your left and guard. I am guarding in front of it. So just like Buford and Reynolds and Howard fell back on day 1 to higher ground, Sickle View, I can roll back on day 2 to higher ground. It's like they no different. But see, the worst thing was he did not tell anybody. He left his feet around on guard. He ordered to hook the hill 4 different times. He never did. So luckily, the North Pete did not trust him. So he sent his man named Warren down to check on him. He saw the hill a hard time to save it. I know one of the big heroes in all the literature of Little Round Top is Colonel Chamberlain from Maine. He's a college professor from Bowdoin College in Maine. And luckily, they put him on the end of the Army. This is coming up now at this next intersection. So we're going to make a left turn here. If you ever come back, if you drive down here, just in front of us, they have a little parking lot with 3 car spaces. You can park there and walk right up to 20th lanes monument. But look over here, as you go up the hill, be on your right. Over and over again, the South charged North to finish. Alabama against Maine. And the boys from Maine held them off each time. So the South then tried to go around them, come around behind it. So Chamberlain, seeing what they're up to, swung back and left and formed this V-shaped line. So Chamberlain could stand in the pocket and direct traffic left and back and right, back and left, back and right. That's what's going on in the Granders Hill, the fish one. They're moving back and forth, they can help each other. I always said the South never formed a bravery, not fighting a team, North one. That made all the difference. And see, finally when the boys from Maine ran completely out of ammunition, last resort, fixed bayonets and charge. That's what they did. It was so shocking to the South that they would do that. A lot of Southern men dropped the guns and threw up their hands and surrendered. So Chamberlain got the Medal of Honor for his actions here, I think rightly so, and go on to become 4-time governor of Maine. Now, they would like us to go back here. We're going to go back behind the bus here. We'll see if we can cross this crosswalk behind us. We'll go up here and see if we can find a good place to stand. And I think you can really see why this hill matters so much. But you see, if you're any of the guys up here on this hill from the north that saved Little Round Top, this is where we won the Battle of Gettysburg, in your view. So Chamberlain got in a little trouble bragging about it one time. There's some other men from the third page battle. These guys that defended against Pickett said, Chamberlain, we were like, we felt we won the battle on day 3. So Chamberlain was a smart man. He said later that every slap on the picket fence trying to keep the pigs out. They all did a good job, first day, second day, and third. But once you walk over here, take a look at this little wayside plaque they put up here on the other side of where we are now. There's a nice diagram showing what this looked like. See where Chamberlain was, like Minute Line to B. Okay, so let's go take a look at it, then we'll take the view at the top of the hill. Okay.